Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to show you how I made an advanced skeleton rig in Maya of Unreal Engine's Manny. So first step, I'm going to export the Manny rig from Unreal Engine. So I'm going to export the Manny simple. So why Manny simple? Because if you double click on this, so if you see the bones, there are not too many bones inside of this simple rig. But if you see some other rig of Manny, you can see that we will be having some corrective joints, and there are too many bones over here. So that's why we are going to go with the simple uh, SKM Manny simple. And if you can see the SKM mannequin, so this is the skeleton on which all these are being like retargeted. So for example, whenever you drag and drop any skeleton inside of Unreal Engine, so here in skeleton mesh you can see the skeleton. If you click on this, if you click on the skeleton, here you can see SKM mannequin. So this is on which the Manny are being replaced. So that's why we are going to work on SKM Manny simple. Okay, so now if we see here below, it's written skeleton, and here you can see skeletal mesh. So you cannot export this because this is just the bones. There is no mesh onto it, only the preview mesh is something else. So if you click over here, you can select anything which are in the same skeletal group. So it's just the preview mesh. So that's why if you click on this, you can see here it's written skeleton. So we have to export something which is in this pink color. So you can see skeletal mesh. So this is what you have to export so that we can rig this inside of Maya. So now let's go jump into Maya. So now here I'll drag and drop SKM Manny simple. And now one thing, Maya works with up axis Y, and advanced skeleton also needs up axis Y, because this will be because this is how advanced skeleton works. But Unreal works in up axis Z. So if you but this won't matter, because the root bone, if you click on the root bone over here, the up axis should be like this. Okay, the up facing axis should be Z. So do not rotate this, do not change the orientation of this bone. Otherwise, whenever you are trying to import any animations, the skeletal animations in Unreal, the mesh will be rotated. So now we can start with the rigging process. So I'll click over here on advanced skeleton. So now you have to go to body, and here you can select, this is the default templates we have, and we are going with the biped.ma. Just click on import. So then you will get this message, you can just click on OK. So now we can just click on proceed, build skeleton, and attach. So now here you can see the advanced skeleton has been built. So now if you click on the controls, you can move. Okay, so now I'll show you the other method. So what actually happens is, when we click on the body and we click on import, so this is what is running behind. So you have to go to tools and click on name matching. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process. So here first you can click on check, and this is the message what we got first when we used the body biped. Just click on OK, then you can click on this create and place fit skeleton, then you can click on OK again. Now you can see there's this fit skeleton we have got. So this is just the same process, but we are doing it in step-by-step method. So now here you can click on show pole vectors, and here if you click on straighten pole vectors, so here you are going to get this message. So what this will do is going to change the bone placements. So if you do this, it might give you some errors while animating, so that's why we are not going to do this. We are just going to click on cancel, then we'll click on build advanced skeleton. So now you have here the curves, the nerve curves needed for animation. So now if you click on this and you try to move this, you can see only bones are moving. Okay, so now you have to click on constrain two joints. So now once you have done this, so now you can see we are able to move the mesh. So do not click on transfer skinning, because here if you click on this group, and or I'll just turn on the X-ray joints. So here you can see we have two sets of bones. So what advanced skeleton is doing, it has just placed a new set of bones on top of the Manny. So this is the Manny. These bones are constrained onto the Manny bones. So what we got from Unreal Engine, this roots. So these are just been constrained on top of this. So now if you try to rotate this hand using this curve, so you can see we are getting some errors over here. But now I'll just hide this bone joints over here. So now you can see we have here few more joints. So these are twist joints. Okay, so now if I rotate this, you can see this bone is also rotating. So I'll just click on this over here. I'll just move this, so you can see this joint is also rotating. But now when I unhide the many joints, so when I try to rotate this, this is rotating and this is also rotating, but these bones are not. So what we have to do is, so you have to first click on the Unreal twist joints. So you can see over here lower arm twist joints. Then you have to click on the advanced skeleton joint. Just click on this, go to constrain, and you can click on orient. So now when you rotate this, okay, so first you have to click on advanced skeleton joint. Then next you have to click on the arm twist joint of SKM Manny. Then go to constraint and click on parent. And now if you rotate this, you can see the arm is twisting with this bone. Similarly you have to repeat the step over here. You can see this is how it rotates. So for your reference, how the bones are rotating, how the mesh is rotating, you can just go to your content drawer in Unreal Engine, and here I'll type in control rig CR. I guess this is, we have control rig of mannequin. So here if you click on this and try to rotate, I'll just go over here. So you can just see the similar actions we have over here. So this is a very advanced rig. So we are not going to make this detailed rig. Now if I click over here, you can see how the arm moves. So here you can see some movements that is happening because of the corrective joints. So we do not have corrective joints in simple Manny. So now if I click over here, this is what happens. Okay, so we'll go back to our Manny rig. Let's see this. Looks fine. So same process, what you have done over here, you have to do it on this arm as well. So now let's see the IK bones. So here we have two bones for foot IK foot root, and here if you expand this, my bad, if you expand this, you can see a IK foot. Inside of this we have left and right. So now similarly inside of Unreal we have this Manirek, and if you click over here on show and type here bones, over here you can see bones. I'll click on this. So now similarly we have the skeleton over here. Only here we can see some corrective joints, and we are using the Many Simple. So now if I try to move this hand, so you can see the handgun bone won't follow the hand. And similarly, if we check the leg, when I move this up, you can see the IK joint is not following. But now if you go to animation sequence, and here we'll go with the walk forward, and here you can see the IK bones are following with the foot, and here also you can see the the handgun bones are also following. So to not animate this separately, we are going to parent this bones to foot, so that whenever we move the foot, the IK bones move along with the foot bone. So now I'll click on the foot bone. So here you can see foot left, and I'll hover over here on in the outliner, and I'll press F. So now we can see the foot. So I'll click on the foot first, then IK left, then I'll click on parent. So now whenever I will move the foot, IK bone will move along with the foot. So same thing I'm going to repeat for this leg as well. So you can click on the bone, you can click F in the viewport, then you can click and select IK foot right, and click on parent. So now whenever you will try to move this will also move. So now same thing you can do with the handgun bones. So if you check here, I'll just hide this and hide this as well. So if you check here, we have handgun, and if I'll click here, so we have handgun root, which is over here. Then we have handgun bone, then we have handgun bone, then we have handgun IK hand left and IK hand right. So this is what we have. So we are going to click on the wrist bone left, right. We are going to click on the right wrist bone. I'll just select this, and here we have this. Then we will scroll down and click on IK handgun. So we'll click on parent, and similarly we are going to click just I'll unhide the advanced skating group. The same thing we're going to repeat over here. So I'll click on this, press F here, then click on IK hand left, parent. Now whenever you will move the hand, the IK bones will also move along. Now in my rig that is available on Gumroad, I have added 2 more nerve curves, so which will allow you to move the hand IK separately and the hand gun separately. So if you want, you can add in another controller over here, so that you can have the ability to move the bones separately. Okay, so now one more thing. So you can see here the controllers are going inside the mesh. So you can just uncheck this over here, so you can now no more select the polygons. So now I'll go to wireframe mode. Now here I'll select this, then I'll hit F8 on my keyboard. Now you are in the component selection. So or what you can do is you can just click on the curve, and here you have a component selection. I'll just select this and I'll place it over here, and select the other curve component mode from here, or you can press F8, select all the points, and like this you can change the curve. So you can see over here we don't have any information, we have not moved the curve, we have moved the points. You can see the pivot point is still over here. So then now you can use this. Similarly you can edit any curves over here, and you can even click and change the colors if you want. So this is how you can rig Manny inside of Maya using advanced script. Thank you.